This is it. Finally, we have our Scarefest 2023 lineup confirmed. So getting straight into it then, we have our first new attraction for this year, which is Daz Games Panic. Absolutely think this is going to be so strange. We had a video pop up yesterday which had a Daz Black intro sort of glitched away and then said don't panic, which obviously now we know it all correlates to this with the glitch effect. I'll read you the description. Daz Games dares you to take on the first adrenaline-inducing escape room meets live-action scare maze for the ultimate horror experience. Plunged into darkness, your mission is simple. You have just 7 minutes to take on an intense series of tests that will challenge the mind and body as you try to locate the symbols and escape, all whilst evading capture from the inhabitants within. Racing against the clock, you'll have to think fast and stay calm as you take on an AI-themed assault on all senses. All before the game strikes back and traps you within forever. I'm incredibly intrigued to see the location of this maze, because obviously this is new and everything from last year is returning, as you'll find out I guess later in the video. Yeah, I can't think of where it's going to go unless it's going to be in the back of house area of the park, so I'm going to presume it's going to be in shipping containers, or they might use a bit of subspecies like old location, which would be very cool to see, because obviously that was a free-flowing scare maze, so they could use some of that sort of free-flowing aspect to make it. Next up then, we have new for 2023, Altonville Mine Tours Tiny's Revenge. It's back for an 8th year with a new twist. Tiny's Revenge. I have no idea who Tiny was. For the past 7 years we've had Altonville Mine Tours. No idea who Tiny was at all. So let's read the description and find out a little bit more. Rumours are afoot that the old Altonville mines are alive with activity once again. Following a breakthrough from local law enforcers, the notorious skin snatchers have been detained. But for how long? The ironically named Tiny, however, has evaded capture and is believed to still reside within the mines. Explore at your peril and risk the adventure, if you dare. So as you can see there, law enforcers have been in the mines, they've snatched all the skin snatchers out there and put them in jail. But Tiny, however, is not there. He's still in the mines, apparently. So I'm really interested to see the changes for this maze, because obviously, putting it up as new, they've got to have made some major changes. Otherwise, it's been there for 7 years, people have already done this maze, and they'll be going in again thinking, I've already done this. It does get boring after that long time, because you know the layout, you know the route, you know where scares are coming from, and all that. From my Instagram, if you follow it, at mjsp_insta, there has been changes. We know different wooden bits have been taken out, put in. Just loads of bits have changed that we think. There's a skip there, obviously throwing stuff away. I'm really interested to see the changes. Has been there for, this will be its 8th year, which is incredibly long for a maze. But yeah, shall we go on to what else is there? We have the return of The Invitation, which is new for last year, which is an audio-led scare experience. Unfortunately, I didn't like this experience, and I don't think it should have come back. All scare mazes as well are rated 12 plus again this year, which is down from the 15 plus they were 2 years ago. Yeah, they need to add more to The Invitation, like a little scare mazy section at the end or at the beginning, because just having the audio in pitch black darkness doesn't work in my opinion. I also think that it coming back for a 2nd year is just too much, because Fort Park also had the Terminal, which was an audio-led experience as well, which we know for a fact now, because their lineup has also been confirmed, that that's not returning, and for good reason. And I think for The Invitation returning, it needs some major changes happening to it. Now, we had two brilliant mazes in 2019, which are Attic with Terror of the Towers and Darkest Depths. They are both once again returning. Again, I don't mind it because they're not that old, but Scarefest really needs a big freshen up if it's going to be still there for 2024. Just, I think, rip everything out and put everything new back in, because having the same mazes for this long is dragging a bit. And for the love of God, we have a scare zone back for 2023. We haven't had a scare zone since, really, 2016 with Nox and Venus and Dark Apocalypse. But we have a new one for this year called Burial Grounds. This looks to be, well, it is a scare zone around the Wickerman area. I'll read you the description now. Burial Grounds is a free-flowing outdoor scare zone shadowed by the mighty Wickerman, where you'll be encountered the rejects of modern-day society fulfilling their terrifying primal instincts. And again, of course, we have the return of the Alton ancestors, which are absolutely fantastic. They've been there for ages now and nothing needs to change with them. Apart from, I will point out, the Curse of Alton Manor could have had an Alton ancestor sort of vibe happening around it, you know? Or I hope their characters as well that you normally have around the area will be out and will be more of an intense sort of scare. We also have the return of Trick or Treat Town with Haribo. This will be its second year of Haribo, but its third year of operation, which I'm not too angry at. I absolutely think it's brilliantly themed and brilliant for the families. This does unfortunately bring me to a major point. Scarefest wise this year, they had an absolutely amazing opportunity to do something around Nemesis. Obviously, it's opening next year, and a whole scare zone like Dark Apocalypse was, but obviously more themed in now, would have been brilliant having it walking around Forbidden Valley around Scarefest. Obviously, there could be the Phalanx there. We had the hazmat suit people last year. I just think they're missing out on such an opportunity there. Unless they will be doing it but haven't announced it yet, which is always the case. It could be it, because obviously we had no idea that we were going to have the hazmat suit people at Fireworks last year, but that happened. If they do, I think that they really need something to happen around there for the hype for next year. So I hope you enjoyed this quick Scarefest update. I think this year's looking to be a good year, to be fair. I'm really excited to see what they've done to Altonville Mine Tours. I'm excited to see what the Daz Games maze is and the Scare Zone. 3 new things, new with Altonville Mine, but yes, I'm absolutely excited now. The prices for this year are close to be they were last year. It is £12 for the Daz Games or £8 with annual pass discount as its own separate thing. Obviously, the Invitation, Altonville Mine Tours, Darkest and the Attic come in a maze combo, which are £34 possibly, and then £27.60 with discount, something like that. Don't mark me on it. But yes, that is it for the Scarefest update. I'll see you hopefully at Scarefest. Obviously, we have Oktoberfest coming up soon. So please like and subscribe. Goodbye.